What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the MannyKay way. If you don't already know, my name is MannyKay, MannyKay for short, and I make weekly videos on self and spiritual development. Recently, I've been traveling a lot, and I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that I was going to start doing this series where when I was traveling, things that come to my mind, I just wanted to share them with you guys. And today, I'm in Croatia. I'm actually on the island of Hvar, and I've been having a beautiful day. I went to the fort at the very top of the town and got to see an amazing view, as well as I got to go to the beach and just take a little dip in the water, and it was just an amazing day. A lot of the things that I've actually been thinking about recently have to do with how we get to call in freedom. I feel like a lot of the times when we close ourselves off to opportunities and we're feeling like we are not free, and for whatever reason we are trapped and confined, a lot of the time it has to do with how we're looking at the problems that are arising in our lives. So this video isn't here for you guys to feel like I'm taking away from the problems that are occurring in your life or the things that are happening. You are valid to feel out the things that are going on, but what I'm urging you to do is step out of a victim type of mentality or mindset. A lot of the times we look at our problems that we're having, and sometimes we take so much time figuring out why those problems are occurring and how we get through those things. But a lot of the times, all we have to do is shift our mindset in regards to the problem. Technically, the problem doesn't really exist. If we look at the problems we've had in our lives, right? So let's say you think about a time that you were dealing with maybe a horrible breakup, or something happened in your family where you were experiencing grief and loss. What actually helped you get out of that problem? Maybe your problem had to do with someone else in your family, right? Or the breakup obviously had to do with like an ex-girlfriend or an ex-boyfriend. Did the situation or the problem get better inside of you, or how you thought about it, because the other person came around and fixed the problem for you? Or did the problem get better because your mindset shifted in regards to the problem? A lot of the times when I think about the stuff that I've had to deal with in my life, a lot of the times the way that I grew through it and the way that I evolved was by shifting my mindset. The main thing here that I have been realizing in my days while I'm traveling, because even when you're traveling and you're doing all the things that you've dreamt of doing and you're experiencing all these beautiful locations and people and cuisine and experiences that you've called in and you've manifested, a lot of the times the problems from our daily life, whether that be work or relationships or family or anything that we're worrying about in regards to our future or our past, those come into our minds and we start dwelling on them. And sometimes it takes away from the present moment. What I started to do a while ago, and what still serves me to this day, is shifting my perspective and my mindset in regards to the problem. If I look at the problem in a way where it actually doesn't exist, and I think about it as the universe bringing me, or gifting me rather, this situation that I get to grow through and evolve through, and I recognize that getting through this thing, however hard it may seem or however disruptive to my daily life it seems, that getting through this thing is what's going to help me evolve and transcend and become the person that I'm meant to be. I'm a believer of, before we came to this planet, that we decided what our soul contracts were, and that we came to this planet looking for the things that we needed to address with our souls and the things that we needed to grow through in order to fully embody our essence and become who we truly authentically are. So when I take a deeper look at the situations that are quote unquote problems in my life, and I take a step back from them, I can understand and realize why my soul has called in that particular situation for me. Why is it that I'm having this problem? What fears do I have inside of me that are manifesting this situation and bringing it straight to my front door? What do I have to work on to get through this thing? And because it's part of my purpose in life, and because it is part of who I am, where I feel like I want to be my best self, because I'm connected to the idea of that, I know that me getting through whatever problems and situations I have come my way is going to help make me stronger. And if you take a second to think about the problems that have come about in your life, do you feel stronger now from that point that you were feeling when you first started feeling that problem? Can you see how that situation coming to you and having you grow through it and evolve through it has made you the person you are today. So when you feel those things and you can recognize those things, you can use that mindset to anything that's coming up in your present day and in the present moments to allow yourself to sit in it and be in it and recognize that whatever is going on is happening for you rather than to you. And when you can really understand that, it helps you shift out of that victim mindset and that victim mentality. So I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy. And I'm not going to say that you're a bad person and that you should feel bad about yourself for sometimes dropping into that victim mindset or that scarcity mindset. We all do it, and it's the place that our ego feels the safest. We drop down to that level because our ego wants to keep us safe. So when you can recognize that and be aware of that, we can shift anything that comes to the forefront of our minds, things that we're dwelling on, and things that we are feeling are taking over our lives, and the things that are holding us back from working on the things that we want to work on in our lives. When we can shift our mindset on those things, those problems no longer consume you. There are things that you are working through in order to grow and evolve, but you no longer make them the forefront of what is going on in your day. In these moments that these situations are causing you a disturbance in your life, you can recognize that these situations are currently a match for you at this moment. This is not your forever. This is not going to be a problem that you are going to carry on with you for the rest of your life, because you are committed to becoming a better human and a better person and the best version of your life. Align with your values and really be super clear on what your values are, so that when these things come to the forefront of your mind and the things that you're working on in your day-to-day, you are so clear on your values that you know why you're doing the things that you're doing. I've talked about this before, but knowing your why in regards to anything is super important. So when we're talking about how to call in freedom and how to shift your mindset when you're having problems, the best thing that you can do is be aware of them and understand that wherever you are right now isn't forever, and you are working towards becoming the best version of yourself. And this whole process is about you understanding yourself more and aligning with your values and the things that you actually want to cause and create in your life. I hope you guys got some value from that video. If you did, definitely like and comment down below. Again, I am currently traveling around Europe, and I'm listening to the messages that I'm getting from Source and the things that I'm thinking about, and just coming on here to share whatever comes to mind with me. And I hope that you guys are feeling these things too, or maybe you have a different perspective on it. You know, I love to hear about what you guys think about certain things. So can you guys connect to anything that I said? Or what are your viewpoints on calling in freedom and dealing with problems or things that come up in your life? If you haven't already hit that subscribe or notification bell, please do. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys are having a beautiful week. I'll be back soon. Thanks so much.